Yo, what is up, players? Welcome back. It's me, Big Boss, again, another video for Red Gaming Tech. Today I will be covering, how best to use the Titans on Titanfall. So as you can see, I'm just going to be selecting the Titans. Yeah, so the video Titan that I'll be covering today will be the Ogre Titan. That is the big tanky Titan, the one that is quite popular online. Now, how you unlock this Titan is you need to finish both the campaigns for the IMC and the Militia for the campaign multiplayer. If you finish it once, you unlock the Strider. If you finish it twice, you get the Ogre. Now the good news is you get to keep these when you prestige or regenerate in Titanfall's terms, and yeah, so you can keep both those Titans. Now I'll make a video for each of them, but I'm just going to focus on the Ogre today. So yeah, all right. Now, like I said in my review of the Titan, I did speak briefly about it, but basically the the Ogre is the tanky Titan. It's got 10,500 HP. That doesn't regenerate, but that's almost double of the Strider, which is 5,500. Now, the Ogre also has the hardest melee, so it will hit the hardest, but it will push them back the least. Now, the reason why is because the Ogre needs to be up close and personal, and, because of its mobility issues, it hasn't really got the mobility to keep up and, beat you down, so it needs you to be close. But it hits the hardest, has the most health, but all the Titans have the same shields, so there's no difference there. I mean, yeah, the Ogre's special ability is to have an overcharge his shield, so his shield is stronger, but only when he's using his special ability. Now, the best way I like to have my Titan set up is obviously here I call it in straight away because I have the burn card. And now when you have a Titan straight away, man, it really does change the pace of the game. Purely because I have the Titan straight away, I literally win this game myself. So I mean, the best way I like to have the Titan loadout is, for me, I mean, I know it's not in this video, but specifically what I like to do is I like to have the Ogre with the 40mm cannon. I think that's really good, or the chain gun. I mean, in this gameplay I'm using the chain gun, but yeah, either those two weapons, both of them with extended magazines. I like the cluster missiles just purely because it's good against infantry and it's good against other Titans. I'm not a big fan of the vortex shield. I mean, yeah, the vortex shield is quite good. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad attachment by any means necessary, but I'm more of electric smoke, because as you can just see here, I just got boarded by an enemy pilot. I just saw his jump jet. Obviously he's invisible, but I saw his flames for that. Electric smoke basically gets rid of them for you, and it damages them over the time. It saves me from getting out and trying to take them out myself, but in case I get killed while doing that, so I like to have that. The perks I like to use is regen, so I can regenerate my shields quicker. And I think it's another perk, I forget its name. It basically keeps my special ability for longer. So yeah, those are my loadouts for the Ogre. Now, the best way I play the Ogre is really defensive and kind of like a support role. I like to keep back only because the Ogre's mobility isn't very good. Like, it's not horribly slow by any means, but something like a Strider or even the Atlas outmaneuvers it. And I'm more of like a stand ground. Like, as you can see in pretty much this entire gameplay, I do defend B from everything. So you need to stand your ground, defend defend the objectives, and hold on tight, because you've got a lot of health to work with. I mean, people are going to attack you. You're going to get hit with the missiles, other Titans and everything, but you got the health to spare to tank it. So that's how I like to do it. Like I guard. People get frustrated, as you can see. They're all he gets meleeed, don't try and jump up on me, and like, they're all literally trying to get rid of me, but because I'm being such a nuisance and because I've got so much health, they really have to try. Now, that's how you deal with infantry, at least. Because the Ogre's mobility is not so great, it's quite easy for him to get boarded by enemy pilots, but like I said, electric smoke will really help you with that. And if you really need to, you can always get out and shoot them off, but some pilots like to get on to just get you out of it, and then when they see that, they will kill you and then forget about the Titan, because when the Titan's on auto mode, it's not really the most intelligent thing out there. So that's what some players like to do, so do be wary of that tactic. I mean, I like to do that sometimes as well. Now, when you're fighting other Titans, again, you need to use your health for an advantage. Try not to get too close, but try and keep them fairly close to you, because at range Titan fights kind of get a bit dreary, because you know, when there's lots of cover, people can hide, let their shields recharge, and then you know, you can do the same, and you know, it's all back and forth like that. But if you can keep them close to you, you know, you will out damage them, and you will out, I mean, unless you're fighting an Atlas and he's using the damage core, but I mean, even then you've got the health to spare. So keep your Titan fights close. Like, what I like to do is I like to launch the cluster missiles at them, and electric smoke if they get too close. Both of those will literally, like, I'll talk about this in the Strider video, but it's a really dirty tactic. But if a Titan gets too close to you, shoot your cluster missile, pop electric smoke, and dash out. Now, they'll obviously be very taking a lot of damage. I'm talking a serious amount of damage. Their shields will go down instantly, and their health will start deteriorating really quickly. Then you use your primary weapon of choice, whether that be the chain gun or the, you know, whatever the hell you want to use, really. Just use that, and you'll just start damaging away at them. And if you hit the red parts of the Titans, you know, you do bonus critical damage, and just watch their health melt away. And because you're so big and powerful, you know, they'll be practically dead, and you've only lost like, what, 1 or 2 bars of your health, and you're still good to go. So that's the beauty of the Ogre right there. Now, the only problem with the Ogre is that I do find that against other Ogres is quite good to take on, and even against the Atlas is quite good. But the Strider, I mean, but bearing in mind that the person's a smart pilot, I mean, right now at the moment, you know, people aren't really too clever with the Strider. They kind of use it as a, you know, a normal Titan, and then that kind of gets them into trouble, because you know, the Strider, if you get up close and try and take on an Ogre head on, you're going to get ripped apart, like decimated. What you need to do is use your mobility against the Ogre. Use your dash cores, get behind it, shoot it in the back, dance around it, because it's very slow, the Ogre, to turn and to like catch up with you. So that's again what I'm trying to say, is you need to kind of stay in like a neutral position with the Ogre. Yes, it's powerful, yes, it's got a lot of health, but you know, it's slow and it's very susceptible to pilots and Striders. So you need to be able to keep moving, and you know, I mean, not to keep moving, well, obviously if you're the other pilot or the Strider, you need to keep moving. But if you're the Ogre, you need to stand, hold your ground, and you know, try and get behind cover, and you know, use that to your advantage. And obviously if they get too close, give them a big smash in the face, man. You know, the Ogre hits hard. So yeah, that's always good. Against enemy pilots, again, you know, try and keep your distance, because obviously you only have the one dash core. If they can board you really easy. I've noticed when I've used the Ogre, that is the time I get you know, rodeoed the most, which is annoying, because you know, you're such a big target and you're so slow. You know, pilots can just jump on you all day. But like I said, electric smoke is good for you, and if you have if you keep an eye on your mini map and you know, talk to your teammates, and you know, they'll let you know when they're on you. It's always good to, like, you know, get the pilots off you. Now, I'd probably say the Ogre is actually really well balanced. Like, I don't have any problem with this game's balancing system. It is actually absolutely perfect. Like, you know, it's really good. The Ogre, you know, it does what it's meant to do. It's supposed to be a defensive, you know, Titan, and that's what I'm doing here. Like, you know, I'm just defending B, trying to keep it away from everyone. And you know, it has this place. Like, I originally thought, you know, oh, the Ogre might be really powerful because it's really you know, really, like, I've got a lot of health. But even the other Titans, I mean, if you ask me which Titan is the best, I could honestly not really give you an answer, because they're all great in their own good. Like, you know, they all are really good. I mean, at times I use the Strider, sometimes I use the Atlas, or sometimes I use the Ogre. It's not like I always have a go-to Titan class to use. And that's really good to me. So yeah, that's really great. What are the tips I can really give you for the Ogre? You know, try not to use the Ogre on maps with not a lot of cover per se. Like, I know there's a lot of cover on some maps, but some maps have a lot less cover than you would need. Yeah, so try and keep that. Be wary of your mini map. Try and keep your engagements to where they're in your advantage. You don't have the mobility, you know, to take on numerous targets. Like, it's best to try and take them on one-on-one, because you're such a big target. So try not to do that. Like I said, you know, use electric smoke to deal with pilots. I prefer using the 40 mil against Titans, because like, while I do like the chain gun as well, because you know, it has constant damage over range, it's really good for shields. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage against other Titans unless you hit them in the damage, you know, the red core. But even then, it's still not great. The 40 mil is great against infantry, and it's great against Titans. So you know, keep your distance, pummel them with your weapon at range. You know, once their shields are down, then just keep on them. Take them out, but don't rush right in there, because you know, you're going to get slaughtered. Like, look at the Strider, gets battered here. He tries to get in close, I rip his arms off and smash him over the head with it. That's not how you use the Strider, and that is, we'll see what I did there. I let them come to me with the Ogre. That's how you play the Ogre. And as you can see, like, you know, I've been in this Titan for ages now. You know, look at the difference in points. You know, we're winning. Some might say, oh, this gameplay's really campy, but, you know, we won at the end of the day because of me defending the objective and, you know, them not getting in on it, so that's really good. I mean, like I said, experiment with what weapons you like to use. I mean, I know some people like to use the chain gun, the triple threat grenade launcher is really good for small interior maps. I mean, that's really good. But what works best for me is electric smoke, cluster missiles, and, you know, all of that, and the 40mm cannon. That's what works best for me. But yeah, guys, I mean, if there's anything else that you'd really need me to talk about, or, you know, speak more about the Ogre, I mean, let me know. You know, leave a comment in the video description, and you know, I'll reply, or, you know, I'll make another video. But in terms of like how to use it, I don't really have much to say for the entire gameplay video. I mean, you know, just to round it up again, play defensive. You know, you tank it, let the opponents come to you, don't go to them. And, you know, just be always watch your mini map. You know, just be smart. Just don't go in there and be reckless. You need to be clever and smart with it. But yeah, guys, that's about it for me for the talking. I'll let the rest of the gameplay follow through. Check out my next part, and I'll be covering the Atlas Titan next. So yeah, take care, guys. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon.